Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today's video is really exciting. I got a few new products that I really want to test out. Tried testing them out yesterday and it did not go as planned at all. So I had to scrap the video, unfortunately, but we're going to give it another go. And I got a really exciting news, guys. I was able to wash all my brushes and they look so good. I feel like that is the most beautiful thing is fresh, clean brushes. Like, they're the best. So I got fresh brushes to work with and I'm really super excited. So please feel free to subscribe to this channel, to my channel. I'm so excited to say I have a channel now, but yeah, my channel. I really appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are all so awesome, and let's dive on into this video. First things first is I'm going to do my brows as always. I've been working on doing them on camera because I had somebody tell me that she would prefer if I showed her how to do them. That way she knows how to do hers. And that's the whole reason for these videos, is to show people how to do them. You know what I mean? So, I'm all about that. Anyways, we're going to go in with that Real Hair Brow Pencil. And when I was doing my video yesterday, I was down to the very end, so this will probably be the last time I can use this, so I really want to finish it up. So yeah, let's go ahead. And yesterday I also figured out that I can do my brows with my glasses on, and God, it was so awesome. I loved it. Like, I was like, everything. And like, literally, guys, that's it. At least, you know, I finished the product. That's great. I'm just hoping that I can get my brow drawn on without any problems, without running out of product, actually. But I mean, it really just gives me another excuse to buy a new brow pencil. Maybe test a new one out. I'm hoping these brows turn out good because literally I'm touching plastic against my brows right now. So, alright, that's the end of this brow pencil. RIP to the best brow pencil I've ever used. Oh shoot, that's funny. Anyways, guys. So there's that, and then we're going to dip into my favorite pomade. It hasn't changed in like 2 months. The LA Colors, I really need to try another one. The LA Colors brow pomade in the shade Dark Brown. And for my new brushes. So exciting. I told my husband, I said, how beautiful is this? And you know what? The cutest thing, he looked at me, he said, I told him, I said, isn't this the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? And he actually looked at me and said, no, honey, you are. I'm like, oh my God, stop. It was adorable. But anyways, I'll quit being gushy. But I seriously had the best husband ever. Like, he even, like, he mentioned something to me about, because I had a comment on my nails, like, how cute are those? I did them by myself. Because I've been working with doing, like, S&S at home. Because it saves money, and you know what I mean? And it's always good to have an extra technique, you know what I'm saying? So, I was telling him about how I had somebody ask me to do their nails and they pay me for it, which was like awesome. Like, I was like, such a big compliment, you know, when somebody comes up to you and thinks your nails are so good they want to pay you to do them, you know what I mean? But he's like, why don't you just go to cosmetology school and get your license? And I just thought that was just the sweetest thing. But he listens and cares about what I care about, you know? That's soulmates right there. But I'm going to go in with this spoolie. This one is from Luxie. It's a 201 brow and lash brush. I actually just got this 5-piece set from in my BoxyCharm box last week. And I've been loving it. I actually didn't do a BoxyCharm review this time, guys, because I feel like every time I do them, it doesn't get many views. I feel like you guys don't like them. But I also feel like everybody's doing it. So, I mean, I totally understand. So I figured maybe I'll do this new product review instead. I think my brows actually turn out pretty good, despite that end of the pencil there. And I have a really exciting idea for my eye look that I'm pumped about. Yeah, it actually turned out pretty good despite everything. And I picked up these new charcoal wipes that I've actually been really liking. They're a thicker wipe, and like the whole, just one wipe gets me through the entire makeup look. And if you watch my videos, you know that I tend to go for them a lot in between cleaning up and, you know, stuff like that. Cleaning my brushes off before I put them back and stuff like that. So, anyways. If you guys are wondering, what I got on my lips right now is the iconic London Plumping Lip Gloss. This is in the shade Love Struck. I love to put a plumping lip gloss on my lips while I'm doing my makeup. It just gives my lips like a juicier look. It's kind of like your lips but better. You know what I mean? It's like super nice. I'm like a big fan of that. Yeah, that looks really nice. But yeah, if you guys are looking for like a great drugstore, affordable pomade, I would recommend this one. So now that's done, we're going to jump into our pre-skincare or skin prep, as I like to call it. First things first is I am still using that QMS Tinted Day Cream. I really like this. It just evens my skin tone out rather nicely. I also just love the glow that this gives. It goes like such a natural, like, glow within kind of thing that I'm all about. Be careful to go around the brows. The last thing you want to do is smudge that pomade before it sets. But another thing that I do like about that pomade is it's so stiff. It attaches onto the brow hairs, and it really just kind of locks everything in place. So it's like a pomade and a brow gel all in one. And it's super cheap. I can't say enough good things about that. Which is really odd for me because I'm not a big LA Colors fan, but that stuff is good. Alright, so next thing we're going to go in with primer. And I'm actually going to do something a little different than I usually do. I'm going to go with Benefit's Professional Primer. I like this. I mean, kind of iffy on it, to be honest. I guess I just don't think I've used it enough, you know? And plus, I don't like to waste. I mean, sometimes it does bite me in the butt, but I really don't like to waste. So, and I want to jazz it up because I feel like it's boring to do the same thing over and over. So, we're going to rub this all on our T-zone. Really fill in them pores. And it's really silky-like, which I really like in a primer. I'm trying to keep my glasses on for as long as I can. One, because it keeps me from getting a headache. And two, just because I can see what's going on. Yeah, like see that nice glow? I'm all about that. So nice. I think my hair turned out super cute today, guys. I've got this goal to where I want, a scrunchie for everything. You know what I mean? Like they have tie-dye scrunchies and they have like zebra print scrunchies. They have scrunchies like everywhere, like fluorescent scrunchies, glow-in-the-dark scrunchies. I want them all. But anyways, my scrunchie obsession is so real. But anyways, I really like the way it looks. Turns out really cute. It's cozy. I love wearing cozy clothes when I'm filming because it's just comfortable. And I'm doing something that I really love. So it's just, it all fits. You know what I mean? But let's move on. We're going to clean up our brows. We're going to step into our first new product. I've actually used this once. I used it in, last night's video. I actually really do like this. This is Dose of Colors. I think it's called Meet Your Hue. It's their full coverage concealer. It doesn't cake or crease or anything like that. It blends out pretty well. I'll probably have to use it a couple more times to really give you my full impression. But, I mean, as a first impression, I'm not mad about it. So, I'm going to zoom you in a touch. And I'm just going to put, just like that. I know that seems a little extra, but when I put it on the back of my hand yesterday, it's like I wasn't getting enough, if that makes sense. So I'm thinking maybe if I do it like that, maybe I'll get to where I need to be. And I got a little bit of primer left over in between my brows there. Not cute, girl, not cute. So I'm going to get a nice sharpened definer brush just to kind of outline my brows, carve them out a little bit. We're going to go with this one. Doesn't have a name or anything. I got this from Wish years and years ago, but it's still a really good brush. They make really good brushes. So now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And I'm just kind of using this, bringing it up, just like I did here, just to carve the brows out. And then I'll blend it out. Because I'm actually just going to use this to prime my lids. Because I don't need it for an excessively, to prolong my eyeshadow, in other words. Because it's pretty late already, so I won't wear it too long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I have the perfect brush. It's just like a short, fat, dense, fluffy brush that I like to use to blend out my concealers. And just kind of drag it down into my lid, like I said, just to prep that for the eyeshadow look that we're going to do. And I'm just kind of tapping it in, trying to avoid smudging our brows. Because they're looking pretty good. I really can't go back in and touch them up because I used on my pencil. So we're just going to drag it. So just like that. There we go. Just nice and cleaned up and beautiful. And guys, I try to make a habit of cleaning my brushes before I put them back in the little holster here. Right. You see how good those look once they're cleaned up? Especially this one. Ooh, this is always my favorite brow, I feel like. But anyways, guys, Dish Colors is a really good. Their new concealer is really nice. So now that our lids are prepped, we're going to go ahead and go with our eyeshadow palette, which is our second and final new product for this video. And I used it yesterday, and I am in love with it. It's so nice. This is the Ciate London New England, the Editor Palette. Really like it. It's got 18 beautiful shades in it. It's got a lot of shimmers. It doesn't have very many mattes, which I wish it had more mattes. But it has all the perfect shimmers. That makes sense. There we go. Like, look at those colors. Oh, perfect. It's got like the perfect icing white, which I feel like every palette should have for the brow bone and the inner corner highlight and stuff like that. It's got purples, it's got greens, it's got blues, golds, peaches. You got one matte here, which is a light brown. You got one matte here, which is almost like a purpley brown, which is super nice, by the way. And then you got your peach. And you got one more, which is like a sandy brown. So, I mean, you get 4 of them, but I wish it was a little bit more matte, but still super nice. The quality is amazing. So yeah, let's dive on into this. I had to dive into another palette just for some mattes. I mean, that's the only other problem I have with this palette, to be totally honest. Alright, so let's dive into this look. Alright guys, so that's pretty much everything for the eye look. Like I said, I really like this palette. I like everything that I did, you know, with the color scheme and the look that I created. The shimmers are really nice, but I highly recommend not spraying them. I feel like they turn muddy and cakey, and it's just not really cute at all when you do that. And they perform pretty nicely without getting wet or anything, so I'm happy with it. So just a little tip. Let's go ahead and do our eyeliner and such. Set that back there for now. I was thinking of doing like a blue eyeliner, but I think that'll kind of wash it out. Let's do white. No, I don't have a dark enough white. I guess we'll just go ahead and do black. I'm gonna jump into the CoverGirl Major Matte Black eyeliner.
Kentucky Fruit is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Like, I love this freaking eyeliner. I think it creates like the best wing. It just takes a little bit more time. And this was rather affordable too. Also, another thing that I've been loving to do is I've been dipping into this LA. Whoopsies! I've been dipping into this. Take two. I've been dipping into this LA Girl gel liner, and I've been using it to tight line, and even for grunge looks, I've been putting it in my waterline, and it creates like such a dark blackness that really goes well with the lashes. Let me see. I just washed it. There it is. Guys, I don't know about you guys, but my allergies are kicking my butt. And I like to use these little eyeliner brushes like these. And just try to keep from having any excess so I don't. See that? It adds such a nice depth. I'm like loving it. Perfect. I just love this little technique. And this was, I think, like $7 on Ulta's website, by the way. So, now that we have that going, we're going to. I got eyeliner on my lips. We're gonna, if I can finish my sentence, we're gonna pop on some lashes off camera. Okay, guys, so now I'm gonna pop on those lashes, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I'm back. Sorry about that. The lashes was a little bit difficult. I feel like over time, well, I shouldn't say over time, because some days they're like pop on easy peasy. Other days I struggle for like half hour. I feel like a friend of mine just got lash extensions, and oh my god, they're so beautiful. And I'm like, oh, so tempted. Like, seriously, like, they're gorgeous. But anyways, I mean, yeah, those look really nice. I really like those. That's the wonderful thing about, falsies is that you can pick different styles and you can take them off, pop them back on. Take them off, pop them back on. But then with lash extensions, you don't have to do nothing. Nothing. I don't know. I'm torn, like seriously so torn. But anyways, we're moving on. Makeup. Okay, so now we're gonna jump into the skin as always. I'm gonna jump into my favorite. I got lashes everywhere. Jump into my favorite foundation right now is Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Natural. Yeah, Natural Beige. I'm always some kind of beige. This is like the best foundation. I feel like it gives you such a beautiful glow, and it just gives you this like dewy luminosity, and it blurs everything at the same time. So it's literally like your skin but better. It's like everything. And what I like to do is I like to take 2 pumps on the face, and then I take 1 pump down the neck. Not because it's not my color, because it's about my color once it's blended out. but because it smooths everything, and I got freckles and stuff, so I like to just put this on my neck. And I have been using a brush here lately, but I'm gonna jump into my beauty blender. This is e.l.f.'s Total Face Sponge. Not technically a beauty blender, but I'm gonna drag this down the neck. But do you see that? Just how, you know what I'm saying? Just blurs everything. It's such a natural coverage. Lash problems. Blend this out. Be careful to avoid my brows and blend into the hairline. Sometimes I kind of forget to blend into the hairline and then I have to go back. I feel like the corner of this lash is like popping out, but I keep pressing it and it's popping out. I tell you, it's just not a good lash day or something. But moving on, staying positive. You guys see that? Like how wonderful that looks. And it looks a little like yellowy orangish, but it's because of these LED lights off my vanity. So I don't want you guys to think, oh girl, that ain't your color. Because it is, I promise. Like in person, it looks so nice. Yeah. Seriously, guys, I mean, it is a little pricey for this. It's like $35, $40, but seriously, so worth it. In my humble opinion. Let's move on. We are going to go in with that concealer. I'm not even going to cream contour today. Blend this out. And this actually, concealer actually blends out pretty good with this brush as well. If you're one of them people that just uses a brush. I'm wondering if the product does go with the brush. Because it does. I've used it. Actually, you know what? I'll do one eye brush, one eye sponge just to show you. Right, so let's zoom you in so that you can really see what we got going on. The only thing about the brush, I feel like it doesn't get close enough and I have to use two different brushes. And that's kind of crappy. That's really why I go to a. That's that side. That's the sponge. So we're gonna use the Alamar brightening brush because it's got that nice dome. And I feel like if any brush blends it out or gets some corners, it'll be this one. I feel like this brush does an amazing job. But that's the brush side. So brush, sponge. So yeah, I mean, you be the judge. I mean, almost always I'll use a brush or a sponge, but every now and then I'll dip into a brush. So I like to test brushes just to kind of see if I can find my go-to for those times when I dip in. But now that we have that on and ready to go, we're gonna go ahead and we are going to set everything down using that Ciate London Everyday Vacay powder. Gonna tap it into the lid there. I'm gonna take it on the bottom of my beauty blender where it's still a little wet because I feel like it's starting to dry on me just a little bit. And I really like to get my nose because that's where my nose pieces lay. So I really like to make sure I get there. I'm just pressing this into the skin. Another reason why I love the sponge because I feel like it really presses everything in, whereas a brush kind of just dusts it all over, if that makes any sense. So we're gonna knock that excess back into the sifter there. So next, what we're going to do is we're gonna set the rest of our face. Zoom me out a little bit, that's a little excessive. I have been loving, if I can find it, yeah, the Fit Me pressed powder in the shade 220 Natural Beige. Goes great with my foundation. It's actually the same shade. And this has a way of blurring everything as well. And I'm using the e.l.f. powder brush. Love that brush. Just kind of, don't forget to get your neck because all that foundation that's down there. You don't want to forget about it. So now we're going to bronze the face to add some color. Yeah, I feel like it looks so nice. So anyways, we're going to jump into the Becca, Chloe, and Malika BFF palette. I'm actually going to mix these two bad boys right here, which is technically a bronzer and a highlight. But I like more of a, highlighted bronzer, if that makes any sense to you. And I'm just going to use the Moda brush, my favorite bronzing brush. Very fluffy, targets everything I need. See, and it really adds a beautiful color to the face after all the powders. I'm not even gonna contour the nose today. It's getting so late. We'll skip that. You guys have seen me contour my nose thousands of times, I feel. Just like that. We're gonna go ahead and dip into that blush in this palette as well while we're here. Dipping into that Alamar Cosmetics bronzer brush. It's a stippling brush. Wouldn't use it for bronzer. I use it for this. I feel like I got hair stuck to my lip gloss and it's driving me nuts. We're gonna mix these two shades, which ironically is called Yes Girl and Make Me Blush. What I like to do, what I've been loving to do, is do like what I like to call the kind of like the sunburn look, where I take it from temple all the way to temple. And I know that sounds a little dramatic, but it looks so good, so natural. See what I'm saying? When it's on there and it's like beautiful, you know what I mean? Just so red and gorgeous. So we're gonna dip into the Milani All Over the Face brush. I'm done with that. And we're gonna jump into a Pure Minerals blush. This one is called Afterglow. And this really gives you like a subtle glow, but it can definitely be built up if needed, if desired, or whatever. If you're Kelly Strack and you need to make sure that the astronauts can see you, you can definitely use this. Because, I mean, I'm heavy-handed, so I mean, it looks like a lot. Man, look at that, though, you know? And I just love the nose highlight. We're going to wipe our lips away so I can do my Cupid's bow. I did. I had hair. I knew I did. I already put my daughter to bed. Love this highlight, guys. If you can tell, it looks just so beautiful. And I'm not even going to set my face because, once again, I hope you guys don't feel like this is rushed or anything. I'm not trying to make it be that way. But it's late, so I don't feel like wasting any product. So, we got that. Let's jump into our lips. I'm using the Ola Neon? Ola? This is their Velvet Liquid Lipstick in the shade The Easy Sell. I love this stuff. It's got the perfect applicator to where you can line. And this dries down and it's not drying. It gets to be pretty sticky, but I did overdraw just a little bit, but I feel like you can get away with this kind of formula because it's so good. Love it. And you can even take like a highlighter while this is kind of wet, or even after it dries, and dust it all over, and you can get like that holographic kind of look. Super nice. If that's something you're into. I'm not big into it, but I mean, hey. And look at that. I just love that. Okay, so let's finish up the lower lash line real quick so we can wrap up this video. I don't like for you guys to be here for a whole long time, you know? Because me, myself, I watch videos all the time, and I don't like to be sitting there and sitting there and sitting there. I'm like, come on, lady, get to the point. You know what I mean? So, let's get to the point. Let's do our lower lash line, wrap that up really fast. Dip back into that Ciate London palette. I think we're just going to take that dark blue and we're going to stamp it with a definer brush. Benefits like dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. And to help you stay healthy at home, you can have free prescription drug delivery, online doctor visits 24/7, and free screening exercise classes. Just like that. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. And feel confident you have all the benefits you deserve for 2021. You can receive extra benefits for a $0 monthly premium, like dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. Now that's stamped and beautiful. We're going to take that beautiful peach shade right here, and we're going to smoke out that blue so it's not so harsh. And I'm just using the Luxie Taper blending brush, and I love this lilac color. It reminds me of Easter. So pretty. I feel like this is perfect just to kind of smoke underneath the lash line. See that? I feel like it makes it so much better. And this palette does have a little bit of kick up, if you're wondering, or if that bothers you. Good note to know. So there's that. And one last thing before we put this palette up for today. We're going to do inner corner highlight. Now I'm going to dump into this Dose of Colors brush. It comes in one of my mini palettes. I'm going to jump on into the icing color that we used for our brow bone. Look how beautiful is that? I love it. So that's everything for this palette, guys. Super nice, super nice. So then we're gonna jump into some liner. You know, we're gonna do white just to kind of brighten things up a little bit. And I'm actually using the ColourPop BFF Cream Gel Liners in the shade Exit. It's like the best white. Very creamy, very pigmented. Perfect for that. And then we're going to finish up with some Triple X mascara from Lily Lashes. Just to kind of coat and finish off. So nice. I mean, I don't have many lower lashes, but I feel like this is a major necessity. Sorry about that. I went the wrong way. Alright guys, so that's everything. I feel like this look turned out so good. Like, I'm really happy with it. Like, I wasn't planning for that, but I don't know what I was planning for, so it turned out great. And the lips are everything. So just a little recap. Eyeshadow palette was amazing. And then, what was the other thing? What was the other thing? I'm so bad about that. Like, seriously, so bad. What was the other new thing? Oh, the concealer. Concealer was pretty nice. I mean, like I said, I gotta try it a few more times to know if I really like it. But for now, I mean, I'm happy with it. But guys, that's everything for this video. You guys enjoy your Monday. Thank you so much for watching, and please feel free to subscribe. You guys have a wonderful time, and I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye. Bye.